first circuit we're going to be doing is going to activate for the shoulders and get everything nice and warm. So the first movement is going to be a scap row. Now let's do this without any weight so you get the understanding of this movement. So it's not going to be, there's going to be no elbow flexion. We're not going to bend at the elbow. So if you extend your arms, you're going to extend the shoulder. You're going to unlock the shoulder from the socket and then pull back into place. So imagine your scaps, the blades of bone up by your shoulders are getting closer together. So even though we're only doing one at a time, I'm still going to imagine I'm pulling both together. Okay, so what it's going to look like, we're going to get into a hinge position. We're going to grab the bell, and we're going to get into these scap rows. Very subtle movement, but very important movement to be able to articulate this joint and this movement pattern here. So from here, we can either use this other arm as support, or we can accentuate this movement by bringing that arm up. Your call. I want you to get into that nice hinge. Notice how my back is arched, shoulders are back, neck is nice and straight. And I'm going to pull up and back down. So I'm squeezing my core as I'm doing this, but I'm focusing on just pulling that shoulder up into the socket, activating the lat, and really squeezing my upper back as I do this. Again, very subtle movement, but very important to be able to articulate this, and it's going to keep your shoulders safe because as long as we strengthen up the surrounding musculature to the shoulder joint, this is going to keep us safe when we go overhead, when we're pushing horizontally, when we're getting a number of different ranges, and especially if we're being ballistic. So we're going to do right side, then left side. Then we're going to get on the ground into some light pullovers. So how that's going to look, we're going to bring that bell back. So because we're going to use a light bell, depending on how you want to hold it, you can either hold it where your hands are underneath the bell. You can hold the bell itself. I just like going handle over. I feel a little bit more control. So from here, I'm going to bring that bell back. I'm going to push my lower back into the ground. So notice how there's no space in my lower back here. I'm trying to push the lower back into the ground. From here, I'm going to plant my feet, drive down from my belly button, and I'm going to bring that bell up and then right back. So I don't need to come all the way over. I do want to get that full range of motion at the bottom, so I'm getting that stretch throughout the lat. But as I come forward, I don't want to come all the way forward, otherwise that takes the pressure off of the lats. I also want to be very careful as I'm doing this not to drop this on my face. I feel like that does need its own disclaimer, but just in case you knew or you didn't know that you didn't want to drop it on your face, I'm telling you right now, don't drop it on your face. So from right here, nice and controlled, and you'll see that not only is this going to strengthen up your lats, strengthen up your shoulders, it's also going to feel really good. And when you stand up, you're going to have a little bit better posture as well. So 3 rounds of those, 30 seconds each, and then we'll move on to strength circuit number 1.